Hi everybody, it's Mo from Natureal Muma, and today I want to talk to you about a topic that I think is very important. I want to touch on some well-being topics. I had someone reach out to me and they had a very unique situation, and it was the inspiration for this video right here. Now, I know that a lot of people um, may not fall into this category because some personalities fall into this category more than others, but it's about putting yourself last. And there are some people that feel that um, in order to please others, or in order to help others, or in order to uh, get things done in whatever capacity that they're in, that they have to put their needs, their wants, and themselves last. So now, what do I mean by putting yourself last? What I mean is that in order to get through the day and get your tasks done, it and this is not gender specific in no means. You might find yourself doing everything else and then not getting any time for yourself out the day. Now, that can happen because life is happening and you have responsibilities, you have things that you have to get done, and we've all been there. Sometimes you feel like there's not enough hours in the day to get things done. So as a result, you'll put it off till tomorrow. That thing that I wanted to do, or that thing that I need to do, or that what I wanted to do for myself, that can wait until I have time. Well, what I have realized throughout the years, and this is just personally for me, is that most of the time there isn't a right time to do much of anything. So, I mean, people be like, oh, well, I'll wait to have children until this, and this is done. Oh, I'll wait to get married when this, and this is done. Oh, I'll go to school and I'll go to college when this, and this is done. Well, guess what? We make time for the things that we need and want to do. So, the time is whenever you deem it time to do it. So, putting it off and putting yourself last sometimes will not you won't see the effects that it's having on you initially, because you're doing this most of the time anyway, and you just get to things when you can. But over time, when you're not dealing with that issue, oh, I'm always doing everything else and then not getting any time for yourself to do the things that make you happy, it can have a domino effect. And you start realizing, or you might not even realize it at that point, but people around you start realizing that you're not the same person you were, or you're not the same way that you are. You may even find yourself being a little less happy, a little more miserable, a little more, standoffish, a little more of those negative emotions, and they start to spill into other areas of your life because you've been bottling up this need of having to do things for yourself and having that me time. Everybody needs me time. It's not selfish. It's not saying that you don't put others before yourself. It's not saying anything that. It doesn't make you any less of a person. But everybody needs time to do the things that they like and the things that edify and nourish and build up themselves. So if you find that you have experienced this, or that you're doing this, you're putting yourself last, and you realize you get to points where it's you get to this place where you start just spewing off negativity to the people around you, or you start having a bad attitude and you don't know why it's happening. It's because after a while you start suppressing your wants and your needs, and as you're suppressing your wants and your needs, you don't realize that you're building up that pent up energy over time, and eventually when enough is built up, it's going to start having effects and spilling over in other areas of your life, and spilling into your personality, spilling into you as a person. So it's very necessary to make sure that you're getting that me time. And how do you do that? Well, if you're depending on where you're at, if you're a single person, a person in a relationship, a person living in a household with other people, I don't know where you fit in, but wherever you fit in, you have to see how you're placing yourself last in given your specific situation. So, um, let's just use a basic example. Let's just say that we can use, I guess, just any random person. So we're just going to say a person is the head of the household. Let's leave it like that. Head of the household, and they have a lot of responsibilities. So it could be, let's say, for example, getting up in the morning, making breakfast, cooking, cleaning, getting children ready for bed. Or it could just be that you have a lot of things to do at work that day, or your job is very demanding, and by the time you come home, you're so excited about doing things for yourself, and you're too tired to do anything for yourself. You're too tired, and oh, tomorrow I'll make some time. Here's what happens. In order for you to address that issue and you feel like you just keep putting yourself last, you need to figure out how you're doing that and how you're getting to that place. Because, like I said before, you have to make time for the things that you want and the things that you need. So, if you find that you need that me time to keep you in, keep you in a good attitude, positive energy, and all of that, what you need to do is figure out how are you consistently putting yourself last. So if you realize, okay, time constraints or responsibilities may be that, see if you're living in a house with other people, see how you can divide up those responsibilities so that everybody within the household or everyone in, you know, in the arrangement or what have you has time for themselves. So, you know, in a basic household structure, you have, mom, the dad, and the children. So, how can mom and dad divide up the adult responsibilities? How can the children help their parents and help their siblings with responsibilities so that everybody feels like they get that time? And that's the whole part of all of this, is that people who like to put themselves last or tend to put themselves last have a great sense of community, great sense of responsibility, and like to make sure that everybody is good. So now if that's part of your personality and you tend to be that kind of person, that is how it can happen to you. And this is how you could be having, negative emotions and negative thoughts even, or acting out of character because you don't realize this is what the issue is that you don't have time for yourself. You don't have time to build up yourself and do things that make you happy. So you start to fall into this depression mode, or this mode of you're just kind of getting robotic even. You're just getting through the day, and that has an effect. So you want to make sure that you talk to your loved ones and express this to them and say, hey, I need help. I want to do this for myself, and can you guys help me with that? Meaning, can you help me out with, maybe if you wanted to go and join a yoga class, or you wanted to, go running in the morning or something like that. Figure out a way that you can incorporate it into your schedule. And if you need the assistance of those in your household, let them know. Another reason why this is a problem is that if you don't do the things that you want for yourself, you start to feel like you're not fulfilling your dreams, your wants, and you're not satisfying yourself. So it's very important that you make sure that you're fulfilling yourself as well. Fulfillment is actually going to help you to continue helping the people around you. As you're helping the people, as you're fulfilling your wants and needs, and meaning that you're taking time for yourself, you will feel more enthused about helping others and won't have that any negative, emotions or any negativity coming out of that, because you feel like you're obligated or it's responsibility, rather than you want to do this because you want to help and you fulfilled yourself. Now you want to make others feel fulfilled. So that's another thing. And like I said, like, you really just have to look at your specific situation and see how this is happening. But most of the time, when you're dealing with people at work, we all have stress in our life. We all have things in our life that we have to deal with and that we have to work through. And sometimes when you are more aware that this could be the issue, that you're putting yourself last and you're putting everything before yourself, then you might realize, if that's what's causing it, then you can come out of that slump of negative emotions and negativity, and really start to get back to who you are. Because let's be honest, we all have to deal with stress. We have stress, everywhere in life. It's not just in one place. It's not at home. It's not just at work. It can be anywhere. Because we're living in this world with other people, and we have to make sure that we're aware of that. That we're aware of the fact that someone might be having a bad day today, and it's just that simple. Someone could be having a bad day. So you might take it as, oh well, they have a nasty attitude, but you have no idea what they're going through. You have no idea what's happening in their life. You have no idea what happened or what transpired before they came to work, or they came into the office that day, or they went to school. You don't know someone's home life. You don't know their work life. You don't know what's going on with them, but you just think they have a bad attitude. Bad attitudes are not formed, overnight. It has to deal with another. There's always some other underlying issue. So making sure that you're aware of that, and that finding out what that issue is going to help you to continue to fulfill your wants and your needs, and making sure that you're, in the most positive energy possible. Like, you're yourself, and feeling good about yourself, and feeling good about helping others. So another tip that I have about putting yourself last and how you can remedy that is also to make time for yourself. I mean, literally, sometimes you don't need other people to assist you. Sometimes you don't need anyone else outside of yourself to do something. You need to restructure your schedule. You need to look at how I can incorporate this time for myself. It could be early in the morning, it can be late at night, it can be, in the middle of the day, depending on your schedule and depending on your specific situation. But making the time, and I think that is like the hardest part, is making the time, and stop making excuses for why you can't make the time. And I think that is key, because at the end of the day, no one is making you put yourself last. It's a choice. It's a choice that you're making. You're choosing to do that. So it's obviously something that you can choose to stop doing, and making sure that you're still getting the fulfillment of helping others, because it's part of your personality, but making sure that you're getting the fulfillment of doing the things that make you happy. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to take time and talk about this, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that try to, be people pleasers. They try to get everyone to like them. They try to, and sometimes in an effort to do that, to be likable and to help others, you find yourself putting yourself in this situation where you're putting yourself last, and that kind of supersedes your needs and wants. There's a balance to it, and you have to make sure that you're doing that and also taking care of yourself. Because like I said, you're no good to others if you can't help yourself. So you must be able to help yourself first before you can help others. And if you feel like you're getting to a place where you don't feel like yourself, or you're feeling depressed, or you're feeling sad, or what have you, you might want to look and see if this is part of the reason as to why you're feeling this way. Are you putting yourself last? Are you putting yourself last? Just think about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know if this was helpful to you. But at the end of the day, you gotta start with loving yourself, and then expressing that love to others. And just have a real good day. Stay positive, and just know that today might not be working out so good today, but tomorrow is a fresh new start, a fresh new day, and you have a chance to get it right the next day. So You guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.